It is I, the vicious scumbag. And across from me,
your honorable sensei. And together we are Longturnlarry Podcast. And today we're talking about foundations.
the thing that you don't have a good grasp on when it comes to fighting game mechanics.
You're stupid. I hate you. Foundations feels like a love letter.
It does.
To like Magic circa 2012 and before, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can easily see this, and I agree. This very much feels like Wizards was like, hey, I know I've been making some weird jank, and I'm sorry. Here's some genuinely just good,
simple designs.
And they're just good. There's nothing wrong here. This is a beautiful set.
So we're gonna give our 10 favorite cards each from Foundations. Is that fair?
I think it sounds like a wonderful time.
Do you want to start off first?
I would love to. We have gone through and, of course, there is some great mono-colored cards here. There are tons of new cards just in general. These aren't reprints. And then there's some really good multicolored cards. So I will start us off with one of these new mono white cards that I'm very excited to see, and the artwork is awesome. We have Cat Collector. For 2 generic and a white, you have a 3/2 human citizen that states whenever this creature enters, create a food token. And then it states whenever you gain life for the first time during each of your turns, create a 1/1 white cat creature token.
Oh.
That's right. You too can become a crazy cat lady and enjoy magic at the same time.
I wonder how many crossovers there are for crazy cat ladies in Magic.
Oh, there'd be a bunch. I could totally see what's her name? Elspeth. I could totally see like an Elspeth art where she's like, instead of making human tokens, she makes a bunch of cats.
I feel like Liliana likes cats.
Oh, 100%. They're a bunch of black cats.
You started with cats. I'm gonna start with a dog. He is a generous pup. 1 generic and a white for a dog. He's a 2/2 vigilant good boy.
So good.
Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on generous pup, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. This ability triggers only once each turn.
What a good dog. And I love how you picked a dog card with my cat card, and your dog card has cats in the picture. It can't get any better than this. Also, too, all of these baby versions of cards are busted. This next one, I wanted to give a shout out. I love the Soul Sisters. I do love the idea of just whenever a creature enters, you're gaining a life. But I did want to kind of highlight here that even on the commons in this set, you can still find good cards. So I have Dazzling Angel for you guys. 2 generic and a white for a 2/3 flyer. Angel, of course. That states whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. This is just a big butt flying version of a Soul Warden, and I'm all about it.
It's an angel.
Yeah. It's angel in hell.
Angels remind me of gods, and gods remind me of Hercules.
Hercules.
And this is a Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Third Mayor of Destiny is 2 generic white for a legendary Pegasus.
Pegasus.
It's a 2/4 flying lifelink. Whenever you cast a Pegasus, unicorn, or a horse creature spell, copy it. Other Pegasi, unicorns, and horses you control get +1/+1.
Why couldn't it have been Unikai? I'm just kidding.
Why couldn't it have been Unicron?
Unicron.
He was the eat all the other worlds. I know we've already had like horse tribal, but now we're really horsing around.
Oh man, don't get clopped. Make sure you watch out because, the internet is a very horrible place.
Oh no.
Oh no. Every color has had a card that has been allowed to have any number of them inside of their deck. And wonderfully enough, white has now joined the party and has a card you can have any number of. We now have Heir Apparent. For a generic and a white, you get a 2/2 Rabbit Noble, who states whenever this creature enters, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control named Heir Apparent. So if you play this and have 2 of them, you get 2 rabbits. And then, of course, a deck may have any number of cards named Heir Apparent. This is going to be probably one of the more expensive cards from this set because it will be a chase card because people will want multiple copies.
This would go great in that Wakanda.
It would. Seriously. Yeah, Black Panther would love the Heir Apparents. That would definitely go well.
And they're nobles, so you could do like noble tribal.
Oh, you totally could. Wakandan rabbits.
Wakandan rabbits.
Of course,
jungle bunnies.
Of course. Oh no. Oh no.
That's funny. Woo,
magic.
okay.
Magic. Be careful.
Be careful. Don't be careful. Be wise.
Be wise.
Kaito, cunning infiltrator. I had to put a ninja somewhere.
At least one.
One generic blue for a legendary planeswalker Kaido. I swear we get a new Kaido every set. We get like a new Kaido and we get a new Kellen.
Like
every set.
All the time. Yes. And Nisas. We get a lot of Nisas too. I've noticed.
Not so much anymore.
Not anymore. They've slowed down, but we were getting.
Now that she ain't got a spark, she's sad.
Oh, poor fish.
She's not a fish. She's an elf.
Oh yeah, Nisa is an elf. Sorry, I was thinking of Thassa.
Who does have a card, but I don't like that fish person. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a loyalty counter on Kaito. Oh, let me say he starts off with 3 loyalty. That is his passive. His +1 up to 1 target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Draw a card, then discard a card. -2, create a 2/1 blue ninja creature token. -9.
That's a big one.
You get an emblem with whenever a player casts a spell, you create a 2/1 blue ninja creature token.
Yeah, that's not, weak.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Okay, but it notice it.
9 is heavy, but Mercy is that powerful.
I mean, all you have to do is have 6 creatures out. They all need to be unblockable, and then...
Oh yeah, I forget his passive lets you get loyalty counters. I was looking at it as just the +1 clock. I was like, oh my goodness. That would take you literally 6 turns? Like, Mercy.
It's funny, like, this would go really good in, like, a token deck.
It would.
Like, this has nothing to do with ninjas. You just play, like, blue plus whatever token deck.
Blue unblockable weenie. Yeah, and then Kaido just goes crazy.
8 trigrams. 16 trigrams. 32 trigrams. 64 trigrams. 128 trigram ninja.
In the spirit of blue, I have to talk about Mike Lazowski. We have Homunculus Horde. This card's art is just so good. And if you don't think it's Mike Lazowski, unsubscribe. For 3 generic and blue, you get a 2/2 Homunculus that states whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature. So cool. Every time we get that second card draw, we're going to be going and making another Mike Lazowski, and then just like Scoop Mob, it it's exponential because then you'll have 2 of them, and then when you make, they'll then make one of themselves. It's super cool.
Hi, I'm Mike Wazowski.
Hi, 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 hi,
I feel like that's Sully's nightmare.
Oh, also, if you were to mutate that creature onto something else,
yeah, you would make crazy thingamabobs.
you'd make a crazy army, and then you would just put it on things that have great ETBs.
Next, see, I told you I'd bring it back to fish people.
Bring it back.
See, this one, she already wet.
She can get it.
Nerdive, Devious Diver. 2 generic and a blue for a Merfolk Rogue. It is a 2/2. Whenever Nerdive, Devious Diver, becomes tapped, target player mills cards equal to its power.
Oh my goodness. That's already awesome.
Whenever you cast a spell from a graveyard or activate an ability of a card in your graveyard, draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on Nerdive.
I did not see this girl. She is so cool. This is such a good flavor. Such a good flavor of Commander. This is Emery's sister.
So she's hotter.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you had Emery out with this,
yes.
she would just like...
They complement each other beautifully.
Actually want to build this. It's already in... It's going to be in Moldrotha. You already know.
Yeah.
And then I want to make this Commander by itself.
And that's what I was going to say. If this was a standalone, Emery is like a must include. Like... And then you kind of do like some weird artifacts. Unearth,
flashback.
Yeah, exactly.
Escape.
Oh man, this would be really cool. See, Larry's, this is already an example of some really cool cards coming out here. Next one we got on this list, it's not a cool legendary, but it is a very welcomed version of a card. We have Blasphemous Edict. 3 generic black for a sorcery that says you may pay black rather than pay the spell's mana cost if there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. I am so happy that black got a version of Blast Act. And I mean, the fact that, it was 5 and they sacrificed 13 was already crazy enough. That was already powerful. The fact that this could just possibly be for a black is incredible. I'm super happy to see it. I anticipate this being a much sought after and seeing a crap ton of play. I foresee this being a new standard.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. Oh, Lord. I'm going to hit you with a remix. It's been color shifted. Infestation Mage. For black, it is a Elf Warlock 1/1. Whenever this creature dies, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token went flying. You know what this is? A Doomed Traveler in black.
Oh, it totally is. It totally is a Doomed Traveler. I mean, like it's like word for word, just like it. It's a single drop. Oh man, and it's mono black too. Ugh. Aristocrat Orzhov just didn't need more, and it's. The other card I know that you're going to talk about too, like as if we needed to. I know we've been going back and forth. Take your next. You have to talk about him.
Gone. I'd like to have your blood. Gone.
Oh, reveal your veins to me.
Reveal your veins to me. It is Bloodthirsty Conqueror. I don't know why this man is Ahsoka, but. He's Ahsoka now.
He's Ahsoka now.
3 generic black for a Vampire Knight. 5/5 flying. Death Touch. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. They finally made this a creature.
Yep. We now have a bodied version of, what is it? Exquisite Blood. Yeah. Yeah. We now have
Is that the one that they don't make copies of?
Yes. They've never put Exquisite on almost anything else ever. They always make nerfed versions of it.
They always do the other one.
Yeah, Sanguine Bond.
Sanguine Bond.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like a billion Sanguine
Bonds.
Bonds.
There's a billion Sanguine Bonds. There's only one, well now, 2 Exquisite Bloods.
Yay, we did it. We did it.
I don't know if I would celebrate, but yay.
Yeah, there's going to be more.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to deal with this combo more often.
Yeah, that combo became way more relevant. I anticipate these other Sanguine Bond cards are going to get some.
You're just going to have to kill them immediately now.
Yeah, there's no longer you can wait around for some of these cards. Oh, man. This artwork is so cute. We have Midnight Snack. For 2 generic and a black, we have an enchantment with Raid. It says at the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a food token. And then for 2 generic and a black, you may sacrifice this enchantment. Target opponent loses X life, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. This is just a really cool card. I love that food keeps getting support cards. I love that food is now like an integral archetype. And, you know, like Ygritte was like such a good, you know, like we had like the Lord of the Rings set and then into Ygritte. Now, you know, we're just continuing to get that support. I can't wait to see what they do with more of this food genre.
What if it was infinite because I got bloodthirsty coke? You already dead, but now I'm gonna make a whole bunch of.
That's right. I make food. Food be good. Food burr. Artifact matter. Black. Midnight Snack.
Okay. I'm gonna do something real simple. Quake Strider Ceratops.
Yes.
Man, I miss these. I miss big. What else about it is it's just big. 3 generic green for a dinosaur. 12/8. And then for the first time in all my travels, I encountered a creature I can only describe as an apex herbivore. This mud just come around, just eat people trees.
And you can't stop it.
You can't stop. Not my petunias.
I agree with you. I love big, giant vanilla creatures. No effect, just ooh. No, and I, for 6 mana, you get 8 toughness and 12 swing. I mean, it's awesome. And it's a dinosaur. Totally relevant typing. There's definitely going to be, you know, a use for this, or it's going to fit into a dinosaur deck very easily.
Or you just have a vanilla creature. Big.
Yeah. Just a 6-drop. That's just good. Like I said, there's no downside here. I see very big, happy dinosaur. You know that the Vicious Scumbag adores goblins. And if you don't, welcome to Longturnlarry. I'm the Vicious Scumbag, and I love goblins. And goblins are, of course, a favored and very prominent typal or tribe inside of, you know, the magic world. And we got a lot of good old red goblin love.
Boo.
Yeah, most people are not happy about this. It's almost the same thing as like elves. It's like elves don't need more support. White. Yeah. But I got a goblin I can't wait to get. It is Sear Slicer Goblin. For generic and a red, you get a Goblin Warrior 2/1 that has Raid. Again, at the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. So instead of making a food like that last one, we're getting to make goblins. We're in a goblin deck. We're always wanting to swing. It's incentivized, and now we're just going to make more goblins. I see no downside.
You know what's cooler than goblins?
What's that?
Saplings.
Plant people.
Shroofus Sprout Sire.
That's such a good name. It's such a good name. Shroofus.
2 generic and a green for a legendary creature sapling. It's a 1/1. It's trample. You know some effed up stuff is about to happen when a 1/1 has trample. Whenever a sapling you control deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green sapling creature tokens.
It's so good. I'm so happy that they finally got one. You know what I mean? Like a dedicated I am.
Not fungus.
Yes.
Not plant.
But sapling. Like it is a sapling. I love that some of these token types are getting their own cards so that they're not just a token type. What was the one that we found that was like that? What was it? Eldrazi drones? Was it drone was the one?
Drones and scions.
Yeah, and scions.
They just forgot about.
Yeah, like they just don't exist now.
Like, wait, drones. Wait, but we said scions.
But just don't print them anymore. In the spirit of some multi-colored ones, I have a new possible commander for you guys to be on the lookout for. We have Alicia, who laughs at fate. I don't care about your future. For generic and black-red, you get a 2/2 legendary human warrior with first strike. And then it states whenever Alicia attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then raid at the beginning of your end step. If you attack this turn, return target creature with mana value less than or equal to Alicia's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. No weird finality counters. Thank you, Magic. You finally gave us one that didn't have to have that. And then incentivize swinging. I love it. And it's in Rakdos. I think this will be a very fun and easy to build commander.
I hate it. You know what's better than that? Lightning bolt, but it hits everybody.
Who doesn't like lightning bolt? Except it's global.
Bolt wave, red mana, sorcery, deal 3 damage to each opponent.
It's beautiful.
Everybody gets it. This is for a commander.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting hit. I don't care.
Exactly. And it's opponent, not just player, so you get to smack everybody.
Lightning bolt's finally been power crapped.
Oh my god, it's happening.
Oh my god.
It's happening. Even though it's not an instant.
And it can't hit creatures.
It's happening.
It's happening. I can't. I'm not playing Magic anymore. I'm playing Final Fantasy and SpongeBob.
Have you played Final Fantasy Tactics lately?
Have you played SpongeBob Tactics lately?
Raid Shadow. Okay, we should stop getting all this free publicity for these people that need to sponsor us. We love you. Next we have Panda. We have Fiendish Panda. I got bears and they demons. For 2 generic, you get a white-black bear demon. What a combo. It's a 3/2 that states whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, much like an Ajani's Pride Mate. And then it states when this creature dies, return another target non-bear creature with mana value less than or equal to this creature's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. I loved the idea of, you know, this being like an Ajani's Pride Mate and a Luminous Broodmoth had a baby. But then we splashed black in its color and made it a bear demon.
Weird.
It's weird, but cool.
It's like some World of Warcraft stuff.
It is. What is that? Where were they from?
Mr. Pandaria.
Pandaria. There you go.
It's like, what were you, a demon hunter panda?
Ooh, nice.
Still remember.
Ooh.
My final card. Rite of the Dragon Caller. 4 generic red for an enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Come on, man.
That is so powerful.
Come on, man.
All we got to do is ritual this thing out stupid early and then just cantrip our life away. And then we have, insta board. Just add rituals.
People are going to die from this a lot.
Rite of the Dragon Caller is very cool. It's almost like, what is it? Like Day of Dragons had a, it's like Day of Dragons. And what's the goblin that you love to run that makes dragons?
Oh, that I never make dragons with? Goro.
Yes. This reminds me of Goro and Kiku it's Goro and somebody.
Satoru?
Yeah, I think. Maybe.
They're in a combination. They made dragons if they had haste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this would be so. It would be good in there. But yeah, I want to make a deck that's just like all of these effects. When you cast an instant or sorcery, you make a creature. I
mean, honestly, the idea of that doesn't sound bad at all. And I was just thinking too that Foundations had a lot of really good token creators in it. Again, there were well over 200 cards. And there are, like we said, when we said it was like a love letter, we're saying like the set was really nice. I don't have much bad to say. And honestly, the idea of, some just good staple cards, I'm all about it.
I actually wouldn't mind like drafting this, like just buying a box and just like drafting and just like.
Yeah. I foresee this set, and I think you had said this before, I think this is going to be technically the best set that was released this year. I think Foundations takes that. I think Foundations takes that spot.
Yeah, for me, absolutely.
Yeah. There's just too many cards in it overall that are just good. And such a wide variety of deck types would like these cards too. It's not weird. Like every red card had to deal with blood tokens. It's like, no, there were cards that dealt with dragons, instant sorceries, and it was well spread.
Almost every tribe got touched.
Something.
If you didn't have a tribe, you now have a tribe. Mm-hmm. We got dogs. When we getting dog tribal?
I mean, they always kind of hint at it with with Ren and Siri.
Yeah, but I need like a dog that cares about dogs.
Yeah, only.
Like Snoop Dogg.
Oh, man. Yo, shout outs to Snoop. Post, I know you can make some connections. Post Malone, get Snoop Dogg to help us make a card. He could totally be a planeswalker. Help us get Snoop Dogg into Magic.
What colors would Snoop Dogg be?
Oh, he has to have green in his color identity. He has to. And he has to have blue in his color identity as well. Oh, he's Simic? Oh, he's perfect.
Yo, I got you. Mm-hmm. 3 mana.
Okay.
So 1 colorless, green and a blue. Mm-hmm. All creatures have, whenever this creature is targeted by a spell or ability, you draw a card. If that card was a land, you put it onto the battlefield untapped. This triggers only twice.
And then for a generic and a green, you can put a smoke counter on a target permanent, and that permanent untaps at the beginning of each player's upkeep.
And taps for a green.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg just became busted. Yo. We made a Nadu Snoop Dogg. Larry's.
Nah, dude. Snoop Dogg.
Nah, dude. Snoop Dogg. I hate you.
All right, we need to get out of here.
Larry's, we hope that you enjoy and, definitely look into Foundations. If there's a set, if you've been waiting to get cards or buy some boosters to have fun opening cards, I think that this might be a set that's worth cracking some packs. I don't think you're going to hit a lot of dupes because of the fact that it's so many unique cards. So I think this would be a good one to go after.
I am your honorable sensei.
And I am the vicious scumbag.
And together we are
Longturnlarry Podcast.
Snoop Dogg.